Man, guys, man, we got to talk about this, man. We got to talk about everything that's going on. We got to talk about Cleveland insider Mary Kay, the news that she broke today, and she called it a breaking news and a breaking story, where she put out an article and came on Cleveland 92.3 The Fan Show and basically said that Deshaun Watson is ahead of Shador Sanders as quarterback one for the Cleveland Browns. And a lie does not care who tells it. And Mary Kay Cabot has caused a lot of controversy. And I call her the Cleveland Insider Drama Queen. And she put out there earlier this afternoon a breaking story, a developing story, that Deshaun Watson is ahead of Shador Sanders as quarterback one, and the Cleveland Browns should name Deshaun Watson quarterback one right now, early in April, and we have all the way to September to go because of what Mary Kay says she's seen in one day from Deshaun Watson. You're now tuned into a brand new episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. Well, today, man, we got to talk about Mary Kay Cabot on what she said and how these NFL executives are going at her head, and Mel Kiper completely destroys her for hating on Shador Sanders. And we're going to talk about it right after this.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same. It's my bro K-Sapp, chopping up topics for your optics. From politics to your top hits. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio stereo, pumping high definition. Stop what you doing and listen. We smashing all competition. You better jump on this wave. Somebody pass me a mic, man. I got something to say.
Well, guys, you know I got something to say, man. And this notion of Mary Kay Cabot dropping a breaking story or developing story about Deshaun Watson being quarterback one for the Cleveland Browns, it goes back to what I've always said. Anybody but Shador. Mary Kay Cabot continues to completely hate on Shador Sanders. And I think it's some kind of revenge she's trying to get because the way Shador Sanders put her on blast after the first days of OTA when he came to the podium and talked about the negative energy. And now Mary Kay Cabot has broke a story talking about Deshaun Watson right now is ahead of Shador Sanders in minicamp. And everybody said Deshaun Watson looked good. But listening to the Pat McAfee show today, an NFL executive let Mary Kay Cabot have it, talking about you're just putting stuff out there for clicks and views, drama in Cleveland as always, and you're basically giving Deshaun Watson right now the title as quarterback one on what you saw in one day. And they broke it down, and Pat McAfee called her Mary Kay Cabot. I thought that was pretty funny. But we know how Mel Kiper is very adamant about protecting Shador Sanders. And he wanted it to be known. And he was shooting his shots at Mary Kay Cabot. And he basically destroyed her and rolled her up like a blunt and tossed her out. Because he basically saying the hating on Shador Sanders got to stop. And he basically was talking about Mary Kay. And Mel Kiper was on the Tony Rizzo show, and Mel Kiper took the floor, and he took the phone lines, and Mel Kiper went in on the hating that Shador Sanders is constantly getting from Mary Kay Cabot. Let's take a listen to what Mel Kiper had to say as he destroyed Mary Kay and put her on blast. Let's take a listen.
The worst offense in the league last year, beat two division rivals to end the season. If it didn't work out, if they took Taylor Green, who's a project, and I get it, but if they were to try and move him, how many teams would have interest in Sanders to run a league?
That's a hard question to answer because I have been out there, and I'm glad you're with me on Shador because I don't have many friends in this
me and you, Todd.
bandwagon.
Me and you.
Yeah.
You tell Todd McShade. Now it's me and you. Okay?
Yeah, I
Forget
know.
Todd.
I know. It's like I don't get it. I really don't understand what's going on with Shador. I don't understand why people just want to keep the hating and hating and hating. It's like, what? I don't get it. I mean, leave the kid alone, please.
Totally
I mean, come
agree.
on.
Totally
they won't give
agree.
this kid. They won't give him any credit for anything he did. They bring up QBR. I got a name for QBR, and I won't repeat what it is. But I'm not going to say what I say to everybody else on the air. But it doesn't mean anything to me. None of this stuff means that you watch. There was an article where, Kiper's talking about Sanders. Do you even watch the games? Yeah, I watch them. Do you? Is what I would say to that guy. Do you? I watched every snap Shador had. You obviously didn't. I'm talking about the guy that wrote that article. He obviously didn't. He looked at QBR, looked at whatever nonsense he wanted to look at, and he made his determination. He didn't watch every snap. We did, right? We did. And I know I did.
Yep.
And I saw every play he made. I saw everything. It was going to be some good, bad, and ugly, but there was a lot of pretty good.
Yeah.
And Shador came up with 3 and 4 with a team that had players dropping all the time, center, third center, receivers dropping balls, playing in. And how about the weather conditions he had to play in? How did the weather conditions where Tyler Shuck's playing indoors and in beautiful conditions, and he's out there in wind, cold, rain, sleet, snow, everything, and but nobody gives him any credit.
Yeah.
Nobody gave him, and nobody would defend anything. And he showed accuracy, he showed toughness, he hung in there, he showed mobility, athleticism. He showed leadership. I don't know. He's a rookie. Sure, he's going to make some mistakes. He made some throws he wish he had back. Who doesn't? You learn from your mistakes, right? So I don't get why people, maybe it's me, I should have just shut up and said nothing. Maybe people wouldn't have let Shador alone because they want to hate on me, and through me they hate on Shador. I don't get it. I have no clue what's going on here because I'm even sitting here with people that had a first-round grade on Shador, bailing and showing no loyalty to their grade and just saying, he's done. He can't. He's a Shador. Come on. It's like you gave him a first-round grade. Yeah, he didn't go in the top. You had him in the middle, or you had him late. Still had a first-round grade, or you had an early second. Whatever you had, you didn't hate him coming out. So what did he do this past year as a rookie with a team that had players coming in and out all over the place that made you think you got a quarterback here who can't get it done? I don't get what they're seeing. So everybody's right to their opinion. I get it. This will play out down the road. But whether it plays out good or bad, I don't care about that right now. I just leave the young man alone.
Yeah.
And this negativity towards Shador Sanders, it bothered me last year. It even bothers me more now, considering, like I say, went 3 and 4.
It's unbelievable, Mel, and I have to deal with it a lot here in Cleveland. They're very divided. He's polarizing. The fan base is divided on him. All right, now, last thing, and I watched you sign off over the weekend. What is the key, Mel, to you not having to go to the bathroom for 10 hours during draft coverage?
Well, there's a method to that madness. Is this, guys? It's I don't want to get unhooked from stuff or have to leave the set and then spend a couple minutes off the set, wonder what happened when I came back. I lose focus. I lose concentration. I lose energy when I leave the set.
Now, guys, you heard what Mel Kiper had to say, man, and he basically went off, man. And Mel Kiper's saying, man, the hating got to stop. We got to watch things unfold. We got to watch everything play out, man. But to rush to judgment on the open quarterback competition that Todd Monken and Andrew Berry said it's going to be, and for Mary Kay Cabot to say, yes, Deshaun Watson is quarterback 1. That goes to show you, man, she has a different agenda. She does not like Shador Sanders. She don't want to give Shador Sanders no kind of grace or credit. She has defended Dylan Gabriel in the last week or so, talking about don't count him out, but hasn't said nothing about Shador Sanders. Everything is just undermining Shador Sanders and slandering him, not giving this kid an opportunity. But for you to rush to judgment on one day that you saw in an OTA, somebody throwing the ball, and you're saying he has the inside track to be quarterback 1, regardless of who the quarterback is, Deshaun Watson or Shador Sanders. Mary Kay, you got to let this play out. And I think Mary Kay feels like she got to be the Adam Schefter of the Cleveland media. She got to be the first to break the story and then come back and tell you, I told you so. She does that all the time. She says, well, when Todd Monken and Andrew Berry came out and said there was a sense that they could have picked Ty Simpson at 24, then she said, I told you so. It was confirmed. I wrote an article about that. So y'all see what Mary Kay is doing, but Mel Kiper went on her head. And all these NFL execs, just listen to some of the stuff that's going around on YouTube and social media, how these NFL execs are blasting Mary Kay. Even ex-teammates from Cleveland are blasting Mary Kay for the latest announcement that Mary Kay has come out and wrote. I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. Oh, yeah, just in case I forgot. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for you. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.